Dick Collier here, and I want to introduce the cracker. It will crack black walnuts, butternuts, hazelnuts, macadamias, and hard shell almonds. Okay, so we're going to start off with black walnuts. It's important to bolt this to a good solid table because you're going to be pulling on it, and to try to hang on to it, it's a little difficult. So we're going to start with 2 nuts because there's 2 ways of cracking, especially black walnuts. And one way is if you want to really crush up the shell. And you can see that it pretty much crushed the shell down to almost enough. So that's the adjuster adjusted all the way in. So bring it out a couple of turns and always tighten the lock nut. And drop a couple more nuts in. And you can see well, I didn't open it up far enough. So let's do a couple more and really open this thing back up. There we go. So there's your adjustment there, a little bit wider. So you can see that you kind of need to play with the adjuster until you get till it works perfect with the size nut you're working with, and then you can just pretty much leave it in place. Now you will end up with larger and smaller nuts. And what'll happen is the large nuts will get caught in the machine. The small nuts will fall right through. So then you just come back into your box, pick up all the small nuts after you've done a big batch. Pick up all the small nuts that didn't crack, adjust your adjuster in, throw them back in. So that's the black walnut. We'll come back to the next step in a minute. Okay, so the butternut is a much easier nut to crack, of course. So you'll want to open up your adjuster fairly open so that it just barely cracks the nut. See, it's so far open it actually cracked the nut. Most of them, yeah. Go back in just a little bit. Run these back through. And you can see we've got nice nuts cracked. The meat is halfway cracked. All right, let's go to macadamia. Okay, for the macadamia, you adjust your adjuster almost all the way in. And again, you have to try them out until the adjustment is right, and then you can just run pound after pound of nuts. Okay, we have adjusted the adjuster in just a little bit more, and we should get a better crack. Yeah, much better, much better. My favorite nut. Okay, filberts or hazelnuts are an even smaller nut, and so you want to adjust the adjuster in just a little further. Are you ready? There's a broken hazelnuts. It leaves the nut almost completely intact. And that's a good nut too. Okay, almonds. Our last nut, last but not least. Since it's a flat nut, you want to keep the adjuster in fairly close, and it'll rotate the nut down and fresh it up. Bring the adjuster in a little bit more. And there it is. You've got almonds. 2, 3, there's 4 quick ones right there. When it comes time to clean it, you kick the lid back, you reach your hand in there, make sure it's clean. If you want to wipe it clean, that's a good thing too. And then you can reach your hand all the way up here and clean out that part. And always remember to tighten the lock nut. So that's the Nutcracker as it is. And this is Nick Collier checking out.